Okay, hey everybody, this is Mr. Roche. We are here working on Pente, and what we try to do is we try to set up something that would, administer capturing or allow the functionality of capturing in our program. Okay, and what we did was we in public class square we added two new variables. So square has become a sort of a smarter class. And in doing so, we did not make a super sophisticated second constructor, but what we did was we added two new data types, or data types to the argument of square constructor, so that now if you want a square, you have to give it an x, a y, a width, and a row and a column. And then what we did was we tucked those local variables into our class variables, and there we are. Okay, and then in doing that, we also allowed people to access that data because it's private by adding a public get row and a public get column. Okay, and the thing to do is double check, make sure row says row and column says column. I know that's stupid, but that's something that you might have to deal with. Okay. Alright, so that's all we did in class square, but everything has to be done in class square to get us to where we want to be. Okay, now going over to game board, okay, what we did was we had to make a change in the constructor because when we make squares now, we have to send it 2 bits of information. And this is an easy one because row and column are known, and you don't have to do anything to find them, and they're just sort of there. So that's a good place to sort of do that. So now every time we make a square, we have our row and column. Okay, and that's going to help us know what to do when we are looking around and trying to figure out if we have to capture. Okay, so then what we did is we kept going. Okay. And in the mouse clicked, when the mouse gets clicked, we go and play the game, and then we repeat. And here in play game, this is where we're gonna check for captures. So in play game, what we know is we get the mouse event. Using the mouse event, we get the square that we've actually clicked on. If it's a empty square and we can do stuff, then what we do is we set the state to whoever is running the current turn, either black stone or white stone. And then what we decided to do was, and this is our magical thing, is that we immediately after that, as soon as the stone's down, we're going to check for captures right around the area where the stone's thrown. And that's why we're going to send it S, because S will know it's row and column, and we'll know what to do. So that's what happens, and then it goes to not change turn, it goes for check for captures, and then it goes to change turn. Change turn, this is what it looks like. I wrote it as an if then else. Some people wrote it as 2 ifs are going to kind of not do it because 1 if will get changed and then it'll change right back is sort of what happens. So we want this. Then we have our check for captures, and this is where it all sort of happens here, okay?